Kirash, there you are. That was quite the landing. Come, we should go look for the mercenary, for Jespar. I saw his pod go down not far from here. Look, over there. Oh no. Oh, he's alive. Looks like a minor laceration to me, maybe a broken rib or two. I guess the force of the impact threw him against this rock. Still, we need to get him to an apothecarius. Do you have the map? I think teleport magic should work again down here. Good. Then at least all this wasn't for nothing. Let's go.
So the High Ones devour our consciousnesses. Now that's what I call ironic. Maybe Koarik and his free people do become part of these higher beings they so adore after all. We should tell them. Maybe they'll be so delighted that they will abandon the siege and sail right back to Naren.
Spare us your jests. Archmagister, how long will you need to decipher the map? Archmagister?
I don't know. A couple of days, at least. I should start right away. Excuse me.
What is wrong with him?
Jaela was his mentor during his novitiate. But he will get over it. He has to. You did well, Prophet. Despite the complications, the mission was a complete success.
A complete success? What in blazes has happened to you, Tila?
Nothing. And now is not the time for quarreling.
Jaela is dead, Tila. Just like Jorek. Jorek for the name of the gods. And none of this would have happened if we had just given Quarik this idiotic machine. Please, Tila, if my opinion means anything to you, let go of this madness.
I don't care about your opinion. Jorek was a traitor, and Jaela gave her life for something greater than herself. But the latter in particular seems to be something you cannot relate to. Now, silence. I've had enough of your attempts to hinder our mission. Back to the topic at hand. Sharon, what do you make of Jaela's plan to use the word of the dead to enter a High One's mind? I always thought it only enabled its user to relive the last memories of the deceased.
Well, if the High Ones are made of a collective subconsciousness, they are different in that regard. They consist only of memories, and a lot of them. That is, of course, if the Magistra's theory about them is true.
Forgive my interruption, but having seen the Starling's murals, I would say it is. Mankind ascends to become a High One. This is what the cleansing really is.
Then it might work. Used on a High One, the word of the dead could allow us to enter its spirit.
We will take the risk. The walls still hold against Korik's armies, but we need to hurry. As soon as the Arcanists have figured out the map, we will set out to find this city of 1,000 floods. If you have any unfinished business to attend to, you should do it now. Many things will be decided by what's to come. I feel it. Ah, and the apothecarius said that the mercenary will live. He's in the Cararium, in case you want to pay a visit.
That's beyond me. Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
Prophet.
Be gone.
Yes. Yes. Koarek will not dare sending his troops straight against our walls. That would be tactical suicide. For now, we are safe. However, the red madness is getting worse by the minute. The cleansing is closing in. I can feel it.
Sky can rain fire. Magisters never change.
You know, I know Natara. better than you might believe. And I know the reason for her untouchable demeanor. Fear. She's afraid of losing something important to her, something that she helped to create, and that is the Order. You probably do not know this, but unlike most keepers, Natara was not born of the Sublime Path. Even more than us, she had to fight for her place here. And through immense willpower and discipline, she made it. Not only to become an ordinary keeper, but into the highest league. Correct. It is all she has ever lived for, and she's afraid that change will destroy it. Your admission into our ranks, our truce with Narazul's mages. She believes that my imprisonment made me into a fool whose only intent is to get his will. She does not realize that all that has happened burdens me as much as it burdens her. And that I would give a lot for her support, rather than this ridiculous bickering. Everybody needs someone to back them up from time to time. You know, us humans, we are not so different from animals as some try to make us believe. We are like wolves, and every pack needs a leader. Someone in front who is not afraid to make the hard calls. And this is who I am. I did not ask for it, but I will not fail. If my resolve weakens, the others will lose their courage, and I cannot let that happen. But that does not mean that I regret any of the decisions I have made. None of them. That's none of your concern, but I presume you have your assumptions.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing. The prodigy, huh? Apparently we owe you for the shards of this sigil stone. I didn't think I would ever say this.
Move along.
My sir.
Fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you.
Now, isn't this a surprise? The world's nearing its end, yet the Prophet takes the time to pay me a visit. What do you need? It does what most injuries do. Hurts. But I'm a lot better, thanks for asking. Truth be told, just lying around here doing nothing's what's bothering me the most at the moment. You did. I'm surprised. I never had the feeling we got along too well, but I guess life is full of surprises. I don't think this will be the end, though. Say what you want about this place, but it'll be a long time before Korak's men break through. The apothecarius said I might even be able to help if I rest for just a few more hours. Just be careful, all right? And find the Numinos.
This is just madness. Simple madness.
A machine.
Yes.
Huh? Can I help you?
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Naramese bastards at the harbor gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
And so the circle closes, as it does for these three virtuous
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Naramese bastards at the harbor gate,
their
didn't
life
you?
for a just cause.
I can't believe that actually
For the
happened.
greater good, and will thus be walking on the endless paths forever, together with our Lord Malthus. Magistra Jaela, keeper of the third sigil and master of the archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, keeper of the first sigil. And Legion Lightman novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
Oh, just shut up, won't you? As if you believe any of this yourself.
Keeper, you...
Malthus is dead. Our Lord is dead. And if even he could not last through the ages, how is he supposed to lead us along the eternal paths? A dead god?
Take her away.
Yes, just go on. Close your eyes and pretend that none of this is happening. It's what you've always been good at. The cleanse.
Keep going.
But...
Keep going!
Magistra Jaela, keeper of the third sigil and master of the archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, keeper of the first sigil. And Legion Lightman novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Naramese bastards at the harbor.
Huh? Can I help you?
Do you know the aged man of whom no one knows from whence he came? His house lies on the edge of a solitary cliff. Glow of death and pallid light.
Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone.
Saira, it's good to see you. So, are you ready? The Grandmaster said by tonight Sharim should have deciphered the old maps. Fine. Truth be told, I don't mind that either. I have a bad feeling about all this. Saira, it's good to see you. So, are you ready? The Grandmaster said by tonight Sharim should have deciphered the old maps. Alright then, let's wait until nightfall. Go on ahead, I'll follow.
Prophet, there's good news. We were able to decipher the Starling's maps, and we now know where to find the City of 1,000 Floods. Sharon was just about to explain. Sharon?
Yes. I suppose you already know that Vin hasn't always been like it is now. In the time of the Pyreans, it was one big continent, which they called Pangora. Only the Starfall in the era of Azataron's madness split it apart. In other words, the Pyreans dominated the entire world as it was back then. It was a world empire. However, until recently, we always thought that the Empire's capital, the City of 1,000 Floods, was situated somewhere near where Kira is today. We were wrong about that. It was here, in Enderal.
Here?
Here, beneath our feet, to be precise.
Under Ark?
Yes. We don't know whether it was a coincidence that Malfa's vassals set the foundation of Ark here, out of all the places they could have. But they did. The heart of the Pyrean Empire was here, right where we stand. Only it's buried now. Hardly.
Sadly, the Order never cared much for archaeology. We considered it a useless endeavor. And even if there had been private undertakings, the dangers such an expedition posed, let alone its costs, would have scared off most investors.
But still, you're right. If the Order would have bothered, we could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble. However, it doesn't matter now. What matters is we now know where the last cleansing took place, and that it's somewhere we can reach. True, but there might be another way. Do you know the myth of the Black Guardian? The Endralians believe that there is some kind of demon deep down below the surface, and that you can even hear him scream if you just listen carefully. Rubbish, of course, but I think that these screams are the sound of wind. And if there's wind...
There are tunnels. So are you suggesting that the Undercity's cavern reaches that deep? Into the City of Floods?
Into what is left of it. All we need to do is find an entrance point that can lead us down.
Then we leave without further delay. There's no point in leading an army down there, so the four of us will go alone. Prophet, speak to the Archmagister and tell him to give you the word of the dead and the container for the Numinos. We will need both. He's at the beacon.
Shouldn't we at least think this through before we go?
Ready your equipment. We'll meet at the gate to the Undercity.